are watching The Convo with Dr. Frida and James Wetu. Convo, encouraging conversation that matter.
Hola, good. My name is James Wetu. I'm so excited to come to you live at this particular moment. We're supposed to come at 8, but we had some technical challenges, so we are coming to you live now. I kindly request, man, if you're watching this from YouTube, kindly consider subscribing and also share the stream with a friend. And if you're still watching on Facebook, because you're still on Facebook and YouTube, you can please let your friend know and share, ask a question, show some love. That heart, I really desire it. So I'm really excited. So today we're gonna continue talking about marketing. I think marketing has a place in my heart, and in this case, digital marketing, and we narrow down to social media marketing. And I'm not alone, because I'm joined with I'm joined in by Steve. I'll be introducing Steve briefly, and today we're going to talk about what we are calling algorithms. I don't know what you I didn't perform so well mathematics back in high school, but I remember the subject algorithms was one of the topics, and it's so funny that today I'm so much concerned, or really want to understand algorithms, because it's affecting how we're doing our marketing, especially online. And not just marketing, it's so many things that we are doing online. It's being affected by algorithms, and so we're gonna try to understand what algorithms are and how they affect your social media marketing and how they affect your interactions, especially with the internet. And recently, because I think we're gonna discuss so much and share extensively on Facebook. We won't go to other social media sites like YouTube, Twitter. Maybe we might touch Instagram, because Instagram is closely related with their algorithms could be related to Facebook, and so we won't really delve so much with other social media sites, but we'll focus on Facebook. And let me just give you a preamble why it's very important. And Facebook has kept changing algorithms, and I want you to get this, so that maybe you understand how it impacts you. If, for example, you are trading, you are selling merchandise on Facebook, probably you have a Facebook page, and if you have a Facebook page, do a simple test. If you put a product fair and probably you put a similar product on your profile, you might get more interactions and engagement on your profile, and so much interaction on your profile than on your page, because the algorithm that is governing your Facebook page is different from that one that is governing your profile. And I think you must have noted that you need a lot of work to keep people engaged on your Facebook page than on your personal profile, and that's why we thought it's important to help you understand where all this coming from, what's the Facebook up to. And you know what, Facebook doesn't have to show people your post. You post something, it doesn't have to show people that you posted something. But if you learn how the algorithms works, you learn how Facebook works, probably you would increase your reach. You reach more people, you'll have more engagement and all that stuff. So because I don't want to talk so much, because I'm not really an expert when it comes to this, I want to bring in Steve. Steve, I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you very well, James.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Steve, for coming.
Asante.
Yes. We I've just tried to explain to my viewer what really algorithm is, and just to help them maybe understand where we're coming from. But I don't want to how do you put it? I don't want to, because I'm not really an expert when it comes to these things. I'm just having a huge interest because I've started really, doing social media marketing. I'm advising people on social media marketing. It's an interest I have so much. And probably because you've been there longer than I am, I believe you have more experience, knowledge, in Facebook marketing, for example, and I thought maybe you would really help us even understand it in a better way. So,
Sure.
karibu sana Steve, say hi to our viewer who are here.
Hey everyone, nice of you to have joined us this evening. I'm glad to be here.
Wow, that is Steve. Steve is not a new person at Convo. Again, I want to remind you, just share, let the people know that we are live here discussing Facebook algorithm, particularly when it comes to your marketing efforts. You're doing social media marketing, you're selling your stuff out there. How do you understand how Facebook works so that at least you're able to reach more people? And that means we've been speaking about conversion and sales here. So how do you go about it? So Steve, it's good to have you here, and we just want to dive light into it, and maybe you help us maybe even understand what algorithms are. When someone says algorithm, these things we learned in high school. The other day I wish my mathematics teacher somehow told us that at some point this will affect how we do our business and how we sell online. And I think even my teacher didn't really know how it's gonna be applied at some point. And I think that's why they never really told us about how it's gonna affect us. So Steve,
I think
yes, maybe we can pick up from there. Maybe tell us more about algorithms.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think it's a challenge. Thanks to our teachers who really invested a lot in us. When you are learning way back, what do we call it? Arithmetic, trigonometry. Yes, we were doing sequences in primary school. Then we were introduced to calculus and probability in campus, in college.
Yes.
In I think it was Maths 101, we had calculus, it's interesting.
Yes.
When we did those things and we were solving those complex formulas, we never really appreciated why we were learning them in the first place.
Yes.
And two, how does that apply in the real world? Only for those things to come back way years after.
Yeah.
And we realize we are subject to those equations and formulas that were formulated a long time ago by mathematicians.
Yes.
So nowadays they package it in a very nice term called an algorithm. And you hear algorithms everywhere. And basically, it's maths. Algorithms they just speak of a set of rules that are followed towards solving a certain problem.
Yes.
I think in layman's terms, that's how I can explain what an algorithm is.
Okay.
So you have a problem. So what are some of the rules and the steps that you follow towards getting a solution to that problem? Like the way we were solving. In fact, we used to call them in maths. You solve a problem. So the formula is the algorithm to solving that problem.
Yes.
So yeah.
Wow. So basically, what you're saying is algorithms. For example, if I want to make tea, this what I'll do. I'll get some water. I'll heat some water, and then what else will I do? I will add some milk, then add some tea. It boils, and then I sip and I have my cup. There are some defined steps that I'll follow for me to get the cup of tea. That's what you're saying an algorithm is.
That's what I'm saying an algorithm is. The same way you walk into a Java, the different types of coffee. So I bet the beans are not different as such, the coffee beans. But then how it is prepared will end up in a different format or flavor for that matter. So the steps that are taken to produce each cup of, whether it's latte, cappuccino, it's coffee. But how it's prepared produces different different tastes and different flavors.
Wow.
So now bring it back to our subject for today when you talk about algorithms in marketing. And you touched on social media, and as you alluded to, most marketers and businesses are subject to these algorithms, and most of them don't even know what happens behind the scenes. And even for Facebook and other social media platforms, algorithms are best kept secret, because it determines everything within a platform. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe how can you differentiate between algorithms and when you talk about programming? Is there like a difference or something to what's the difference? Programming.
No, algorithm.
Is there a difference?
So it's the same thing.
Okay.
Essentially, programming, you're trying to solve a problem using computational, using computers, by writing code. And there's so many ways of solving that problem. So what programmers do, they endeavor to come up with the best algorithm, and in this case, the best algorithm, it means one that will consume less resources, or one that will produce the results faster when it comes to arriving at a particular solution.
Okay.
And in this case, now we're talking about Facebook. Facebook is a platform. And what it means then is there are the systems and the algorithms that govern the functionality of Facebook. As we use it every day. So it means everything you post on Facebook, everything you upload, everything that is shared is subject to a particular set of rules to ensure that everything works as expected.
Okay.
You post something,
you're
able to see it in your feed, it doesn't disappear. I've never had someone say they posted something on Facebook and it disappeared, unless it was taken down by Facebook.
Yes.
Or they tried uploading a video and it ended up on someone else's profile instead of their profile. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Now, maybe we just need to, we can go ahead and tell us. I know, for example, I think since I was trying to read some statistics, and I actually read them here, that at the end of 2020, organic reach is still on the decline. That is on Facebook. The average reach for an organic Facebook post is down to 5.2. For the record, at the end of 2019, it was 5.5. And the year before that, it was 7.7. So basically, and maybe organic reach, it's like how many people you're reaching without paying?
Yes.
So without
advertising.
Yes, without advertising, that you post.
Or rather, let me call it without boosting, as you put it here. Without paying for your post to be seen by more people.
And Steve, this means, for example, if I have 100 friends or I have 100 followers and I do a post, only 5 people will see what I posted.
Yes, 5 or less, you'll see what you have posted. Yeah.
And
So long gone are the days when people used to build, you get so many followers and you get so many likes, and you're confident that when you post something, 100 will.
Okay.
That is long gone.
Yes.
You know? So it means only nowadays. In fact, I was reading another statistics, and they were saying, in fact, it's even below 2%.
What?
Yes.
It's
So only
possible.
few people get to see what you post on
Yes.
the Facebook page.
Yes.
Yeah. So, so those things, as you put it, they're subject to algorithms, and there's a reason why that is the case.
Okay.
Looking at where we have come from.
Yes.
You know.
So just think, maybe you just say that, and I want us to just take a little bit about, let's from the history. Let's help us understand how Facebook algorithm have evolved from how it started, and where we are now. How has it evolved over time?
Yeah. Okay. In this case, of course, when Facebook started, I think back in the year, when was it? I think 2004.
2004, yes.
You know, 2004. We're talking about a time when there were like with everything. When it started, there were very few people on the platform. There were not as many people.
Yes.
In fact, it started as a campus project. So the initial beginning of Facebook, it was this system that was first adopted by campuses.
Yes.
And not just any campus, but Ivy League campuses in the United States.
Yes.
So you can imagine then there were very few users on the platform, which means that if there are fewer people on the platform and everyone is posting, and they're not posting at the same time, then you'll get to see what everyone is posting, right?
Exactly.
Because there'll be no flood of feeds or posts on the news feed. You know, because there are fewer people on the platform, and people post less frequently. So it started out as this thing that really caught on in campuses, where people used to interact there, and slowly it started to expand outside campuses, you know, into every industry. And talk about businesses, talk about non-students. And before long, it started moving across borders.
Yes.
You know, so over the years, up to where we are now, where we are saying there are more than how many people on Facebook?
Almost 2
I think
billion.
There's 2 billion monthly active users.
Yes.
Which means more than 2 billion people on the planet log into Facebook at least once per month.
Wow.
So you can imagine, even if someone was to log into Facebook once per month, and there are 2 billion of us, and each one of them posted something, you can imagine what a hot mess that would be. Of course, you'll not be able to appreciate the platform because there will be a flood of so many posts on the newsfeed, right?
Sure.
Or assuming right now, like for me, I think I have about 1,000 friends.
Yes.
So I can imagine all those friends post at the same time. So will I be able to consume all that information? And now that's when algorithms with time started coming into play, where now Facebook was trying to enhance the experience on their platform so that the consumers, or me and you, when we go on the platform, we are not overwhelmed by content. That's number one. You know, so how do they ensure that people are not overwhelmed by an influx of content that has been brought about by so many people adopting that platform, not only to connect with family and friends, and also marketers like us, me and you. James, who are hooking stuff online. You get to see now why algorithms had to be factored in.
Yes, I get it.
Because once you want to ensure that you enhance this, there's a very good what we call user experience, where when I go there, I don't desire to be bombarded by content from everyone. You know, so Facebook has to find a way to show me content or posts that are relevant to me. You know, and if I have 1,000 friends, to be honest, I can't consume 1,000 pieces of content,
That's
assuming
very true.
each and every one of them is posting daily.
That's
so they'll
true.
have to figure out a way to show me which content would resonate
It's
the
more
most
relevant
with me,
to you.
so as to keep me on the platform. Otherwise, if they showed everything,
Yes.
by the time I'm done with the reading the 20th post from
Yes.
a friend, I'm already tired. And what happens when you get to that place, you switch off or you move on to another platform.
That's true.
And you see
That's
what Facebook does or endeavors to do is to keep you engaged and locked onto their platform. Because with time, they also discovered how to make money off the platform. How to make money on the platform.
So you're saying initially when they were starting, they didn't have an idea that, man, we can make some money here.
Yeah, they didn't have,
discovered
a
later.
monetization strategy. Yeah. Or probably
Yes.
it was just something that was being cooked and they were just waiting for an opportune time when everyone is on board,
Yes.
so that they can start serving us with ads.
Okay.
So as it is right now, Facebook is what now we call a pay-to-play platform. If you really want to benefit of Facebook,
Yes.
as an advertiser and as a marketer, you
Yes.
have to pay for you to be able to get results.
Wow. And
You
that brings another statement here. I was trying to get some info on Hotsuite, and they say that for every Facebook marketing strategy needs both organic and paid content, which means it's time to back up and figure out what these complex, mysterious galaxy brains wants us social media managers to do. Wow, what do they want us to do?
Yeah. So it's a very what the algorithm endeavors to do is to ensure that one, you still have meaningful engagement and connections with your family and friends.
Yes.
But at the same time also, Facebook can make it a level playing field for anyone who would wish to advertise on the platform.
Okay.
And of course for them to make money. So they want to make money, but at the same time, they don't want to drive people away by showing them content that is irrelevant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Someone who told me, Stephen, I don't know how true this is, and he said that Facebook primarily was meant for connections, and that's friends connecting with their friends. And so the idea of now selling to them is secondary. So they need to disdain that initial goal where it's all about connections.
Yeah.
So I don't know how true that is.
Now that's something probably we may never get to know.
Yes.
But what is out there in the public domain is that at some point, Facebook was grappling with the idea of how are they going to make money out of this platform. It was growing so fast.
Yes.
People were connecting, and you see what happens now when your platform grows. Then it means also you need to take care of certain resources. You need to pay for.
Yes.
Server space. You need to hire programmers and developers to ensure that this system will continue to scale.
Yes.
In as far as the load that is placed on it. You can imagine over 2 billion people using a platform or checking in every day on Facebook and posting and expecting it to work without failing. So it means then you need to have a very strong back-end system to ensure that the platform is stable.
Yes.
And it can accommodate those numbers of people, and it can accommodate different types of content and data that is there.
Okay.
You can now have live streams on Facebook.
Sure.
You can now upload videos on Facebook.
Yes.
More than what it was envisaged to be when it started, where you could only share photos and text content.
Yes.
You can now have a marketplace on Facebook and sell off the platform. Initially, then also you could also play games on Facebook. So there's so much that is contained on that platform that it means the resources that are required to keep it running.
Okay.
And to continue scaling it as more people come on board.
Yes.
of course, require more people. It requires
resources,
more technological, enhancement and what have you.
Yes.
And at the same time as all this is happening, you don't want to lose people. You want people to still remain engaged. You want people to still connect with their friends.
Yes.
To tag each other, to poke each other.
That's true. Yes.
And everyone on the platform to get their fair share of the benefits
Okay.
that it was intended to offer to every party.
Wow.
Perfect. Now, let's just move from there and talk about how Facebook rank your content that you're putting out there. Maybe a photo you posted, a video you've created, whatever the content that you're creating on your, how does Facebook rank? Or like you said, it's tend to give its users value. So how does it rank your content to determine what do I need to show these people? What is it? What is not relevant here? How does Facebook rank your content?
Yeah. Now that's where what we call what we've been calling the algorithm comes into play.
Yes.
You see, now this is information that is this is company secret. It's not. We can only guess what what factors they use or what signals they use to rank content. But we can never know like what number of data points they use to be able to do that.
Yes.
But what is common knowledge is the fact that there are about 4.
Okay.
4 what you can call 4 ranking signals. That Facebook uses, or factors that they use to show to determine which post to show
people. Yes.
And this is of course based on I think the first one of course is relationship, is who is posting.
Okay.
So how is this person known? How is he connected to you?
Okay.
And that's why you're saying you get more engagement when you post something on your Facebook profile.
Okay.
Because the people that are on your Facebook profile are your friends. They're people who know you.
Okay. I see.
So you'll get more engagement from your Facebook profile because these are people you've connected and you've friended over time. Know you. Yes. But on your Facebook page, it's a business page. So it doesn't necessarily mean the people that follow or like you are people you are related with. Either they are family or friends.
Yes.
They could be customers or potential customers, or acquaintances for that matter.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, we talked about what Mark Zuckerberg endeavors to do, or what he wants to make us believe Facebook is supposed to do, is to drive meaningful engagement and conversation.
Yes.
So by that, it becomes a good platform if you're able to show posts from your family and friends.
Yes.
Because people go to Facebook in order to stay updated with what their families and friends are doing.
Yes. That's true.
So if you present to a post on Facebook, and one is from a family member or a friend, and another one is from an advertiser, the one that is from a friend or family will get a higher score.
It's based
on relationship. Yes.
Okay.
Now the other factor that most people talk about also is the type of content that you're posting.
The type of content you're posting.
The type of content that you're posting. So are you posting a picture? Are you just posting plain text? Are you publishing a video?
Okay.
Over time, people have been saying now Facebook is becoming, and even Mark Zuckerberg, the founder, said, the way Facebook is built, it will become a content, or rather a video-first platform.
Yes.
So they're giving video more coverage, and it's more because even video content produces a lot of engagement. With video, you're able to appeal to so many senses, as opposed to text. Because if it is just text, then it means people have to see it. Because you read text by scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yes.
If it's photos, we say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So if you want to communicate something and people don't have the time, lazy people like us who don't like reading long form content would appreciate a photo.
Yes.
Because a photo well summarizes what you're trying to put across.
Yes.
But on top of that, now if you do video appeals to us. You know, you're able to see, you're able to hear, you're able to sense even the emotion of that person speaking into them. So it's able to glue you.
Okay.
So with video content, you realize people consume more video content because it appeals to so many of their senses, and they will spend time to listen to what you're trying to put across, if it's relevant to them. So these days you've seen video content doing a lot of, it's gaining a lot of traction. So present a video post, an image post, and a text-only post to the algorithm. The algorithm will score the video post higher than the rest.
Okay.
You know, each other one, popularity, and popularity. This one speaks of the engagement that post has gotten.
Yes.
You know, so is it a post that has been liked? Has it received reactions? Has it received comments? Has it been shared? So a post with more engagement in terms of likes, in terms of shares, in terms of reactions, tends to, it will be scored highly.
So Steve, what you're saying is, if I post a content, it doesn't attract any likes or anything of sort. The Facebook considers that content as not valuable, and so there's no need of showing it to people. But when you have a content that elicits so much reaction, there's so much engagement, Facebook considers that content as valuable and they want to show it to so many people.
It would want to show it to so many people, so it will push it. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Because you see the essence here. They want to show you content that will, what do you call it? That it has already been proved to work or to be liked by other people. And if it resonates with your friends, it will resonate with you.
Okay.
And this is Facebook's own way of valuing your content. You could have a very good content, but because there's no reactions, there's people are not engaging their content, it doesn't really mean to Facebook
it's bad.
The content it's not that your content is bad, but according to Facebook, because your content is not having so much engagement,
it's not eliciting a lot of
reactions. So
yes.
Wow. I think that's
deemed,
good point.
And you see now what it means for you, then you need to craft that content in a way that it will be able to drive those, it will be able to push those emotional buttons as people read, as people listen, as people watch, for them to react to it by either liking, by hearting it, all this manner of reactions that you can do on Facebook, on Instagram, and it's the same for the other platforms,
It's not just Facebook in this case.
So it's not just Facebook. I think the other major ranking factor also is what they call recency. So recency is how fresh is that content.
Okay.
So Facebook will give priority to content that is more up to date, as in it's been more recently posted.
Okay.
So based on those four things: relationship, the type of content, how popular the content is, and recency, they're able to calculate a score. They're able to score every post that is on your newsfeed based on those four factors. And then from there, they're able to determine which one. The one that scores high is the one now, of course, that you see first. So then they'll order them and arrange them in descending order of priority.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's a very, very power of, information for people to know that
Yeah.
the issue here is not about your content, but it's how Facebook, translates that on your profile, those are people who know you basically. Chances are they have interacted with your content, and so the next time. And I think also, Steve, when I interact with your content, for example, James interacts with Steve's content, anytime Steve posts, somehow I'll get that information. Why? Because we've been interacting with you. And I think this is where the issue of interactions comes. If I interact with a certain page, if a customer is interacting with your page, chances are anytime I post the content, that particular person will be notified, or will find that content as he or she scrolls.
Facebook, understand this algorithm.
Yes.
It's what we call, it's an artificial intelligence. It's a highly intelligent algorithm that learns with time. It learns the nature of content you like, the type of content you like. So if you do more of it, you consume it, is you spend. You see, when you scroll down your Facebook feed, they know how long you take.
Yes.
When you stop at every post.
Yes.
So they know, like, for video content, they're able to tell that when you come across video content as you're scrolling down, you spend 10 seconds more.
Yes.
They'll be showing more of that content because they deem is more engaging for you because you spend more time on that type of content.
Yes.
When they see me spending more time by consuming content from James Wetu, they'll start showing me more of James Wetu.
Exactly.
People think it.
And I think that's why now, if you're creating content, just to cut you short, if you're creating content on Facebook, then creating content that elicits an engagement becomes very key.
Yes.
And so it now become yes, Steve, just go ahead.
Yeah, as like we've always said in our conversations, when you're creating content, you're not creating content for yourself. You're creating content for your audience. What do they like?
You just need to say that again and say it loudly. You're not creating content for you. Wow.
You're not creating content for yourself or that is appealing to you. This information you're creating, this piece of content you're creating for your target audience. So if your intention is to sell, if your intention is to engage, then you need to create content that is relevant to the people that you're targeting. You need to know what kind of content do they like. So if it's young people and you're writing 600, I think we say this. They will
not engage with it. They will not engage. They will not read.
That's why you're seeing people wonder why TikTok is the most downloaded app last year, this year. Some businesses up to now, they still haven't figured out why. Young people love content that is well crafted, that is short, that is engaging.
So if you're targeting young people, you need to know some misamiati like kipogegeje, kanailo, you have to understand.
I don't even know what James is.
You basically have to understand some of those things if you have to. I think this is amazing. This is amazing. So Steve, time is really moving on, and it's good to see some guys online. I can see Frida is saying hi, and it's good to see her. I'll be reading her comments very soon. Now, because you've said about some of these things about how Facebook, you've understood how Facebook learns your content. And you've given some ideas, the kind of content you're creating, is it engaging people? If it's engaging people, it's fine that you get more following. People will always be notified when you create content. I think that's a way of Facebook letting that whether your content is valuable or not valuable. If it's eliciting reactions. And you say, it's not that your content is bad. That's why you're not reaching people. It's something that is not engaging, and I think that's algorithm. Steve said it's an artificial intelligence. It's very intelligent to know that your content did, you didn't get likes. And Steve here, you tell me, when people react to your content, usually there's the like button, and also there's some other reactions there, like there's a laugh, there's a haha, there's a sad, there's ugly. I said Facebook lands love, the other kind of reaction, other than the like. It lands the other reactions more.
Definitely, the reactions.
Yes. It means you, for example, it means you've read that content and you found it laughable. That's why you laughed, or you laughed.
It hit a chord,
Yes.
I think you see now with those reactions, with the reactions, it's more what you're able to tell how
the emotions,
how that content, emotions,
the emotion bit, yes,
how it appealed to that person. So it's something they clap.
Yes.
They heart, Yes. So it gives Facebook more information as opposed to a like button. So you liked it because of what?
I think Facebook knows some of us just scroll like without really reading what you're, like. And I think Facebook has known that, so it doesn't really consider like as major kind of a reaction. So Steve, now let's go to the next bit and help us understand how do you then, having understood these, kind of how Facebook algorithm works, how then can we work with it? Because you can go there and tell them, you guys need to change this algorithm, it's not working for us. How do you then hack it? How do you, I think that's the right word, how do you hack Facebook algorithm so that it works for you?
I think this is now where you really endeavor to. How do you craft content around those four factors that you talked about?
Yes.
Like relationship, the type of content, the popularity, and of course the recency. So when you talk about relationship now, here is when you're crafting content, what language are you using? Are you using corporate speak? That will not work.
Yes.
Because it's not natural. So how do you use language that is language that is enticing, and language that that is not what condescending.
Yes.
It's like this person is speaking to me. You as a brand communicate to me like a human. Communicate to me like a human, and that's why you see brands using Sheng, because they know the kind of audience they are interacting with. You'll see a bank using Sheng. You'll see a telecoms company using slang. Like the normal slang. And what are they trying to appeal? They're trying to use language that would evoke a certain kind of feeling, like tuko pamoja, like I feel you.
Yes.
So it means now here is where you start now playing the algorithm. You start gaming the algorithm by just mimicking the kind of tone that you use for your messaging, so that it passes through like I'm familiar and I'm known to this person.
Yes.
I'm not a faceless organization, but I'm human.
Yes.
So that really goes well in your creativity in terms of crafting your posts. Yes. So that's one of the things that you have to consider.
Okay.
When you pick another factor like recencies, like how how fresh is your content? Oh, I think here let's talk about engagement.
Engagement, yes.
You really want to drive engagement for the content that you post.
Yes.
Now, if you really want to drive engagement, then you need to know when people are on Facebook. People just post on Facebook anytime.
Anytime, yes.
Of course, if you really want your content to do well, or for someone to engage in, don't post it when people are in class.
Yes.
Don't post it when people are in the office.
Because when they come online, the aspect of listening now will not apply there. It's not the most recent. So
it's not the most recent. Yes, because if they are online early in the morning when they go to work, people are on their phones. What are they doing on their phones?
Yes.
you know, when they go to the office, we know
Yes.
organizations that bars people from being on social media during
Yes.
company time.
Yes. Yes.
You know, so don't post between, you know, those hours. You know, from 9 to
Yes.
9 to 12. Don't
Yes.
post anything.
Yes.
Post now when people are starting their lunch break or their early lunch break.
And
When
when
you get
they
more
are,
engagement there.
Ah, great.
So when you post,
Yes.
they are on. They are, you know, they are on their devices.
Yes.
Because rarely do, like for me, rarely do I go to Facebook and I try to go back and see what was posted.
Yes. Yes.
Who does
Yes.
that?
Yes. Yes. I
You
think
know, so know when to post.
know when to post.
No,
No,
and I
when
think
to
this
post.
now calls you to understand the people you're targeting, are the people who are working,
targeting,
are the
yes.
young people,
Yes.
so that you know
Yeah.
if they're working probably, okay, saying lunch hour, then
Yes.
maybe around 5 when they're leaving the office.
Yeah, right. Yeah, when they're leaving, when they're going back home.
Yes. Yes.
In fact, because Facebook by there gives you this information. When you post for some time,
Yes.
you can go and look at the activity. You can
Yes.
go look at insights and see how people reacted, and
Yes.
you can be able to see a pattern. Most people react to your content at certain times and on certain days. You know.
Yes.
So you realize maybe for you on Mondays, people don't really engage with your content.
Content. Yes.
Yes, but on Thursdays, Friday, kwanza towards the weekend. By the way, you know, even towards the weekend, even let's say, for example, if you're advertising on Facebook, even
Yes.
costs tend to go higher because so many people want to advertise Friday and through the weekend because
Okay.
most people will be online. Most people
Yes.
would be free.
Yes.
So know when to post.
Know when
And
to
this,
post.
all these things are informed by just knowing who are you targeting. So if you're targeting mothers,
Yes.
don't post in the evening. They are home taking care of their kids. They've been away from work.
I see. You have to.
You know,
I mean,
no.
this is now how you hack the, you know,
This is how you hack the platform.
the
Yes.
platform. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know,
Yes.
we've talked about video being, people love video because
Yes.
it's engaging.
Yes.
Yes. Try and chant some video content. Do some video content. Short, 2 minutes, 3 minute video content.
Yes.
And see how it performs.
Yes.
Compared to your content posts and compared to your, you know,
Yes.
to your photos and your quotes. People do
Yes.
a lot of quotes, but with time people get tired of reading quotes. Can you come up with something engaging and
Do some
stimulating?
videos. Do some videos.
Yeah.
Do some videos.
Do some 2 second, 3 real authentic videos
Yes.
where don't go to a studio and what. No, just ensure you have some good light, camera, phone. People love,
phone.
yes, people love raw, real,
Yes.
you know,
Authentic.
content.
Yes.
Not something that is scripted or you have powdered your nose and you know.
Okay. I didn't
And
powder
what-
mine, so.
You know, and at the same time,
Yes,
as we
yes.
talked about, when you craft your post, invite people to share. Invite people to participate into that conversation.
Okay.
You know, we always say, don't expect people to do something, even if it's the obvious. Ask them to do it.
To do it. Ah,
Ask people to
interesting.
comment.
Interesting.
You know, ask people to comment. Ask people to give their 2 cents about whatever you're talking about.
Okay.
Always drive them to do something.
To do something.
Always drive them to, yes.
That's what you call CTA, call to action. Tell them what they need to do.
Yes. And you see now, and some marketers are very good at this. They know how to elicit feedback. And for them, they know the moment you comment, it sends a positive signal to
Yes.
Facebook that people are actually engaging with that content. But nowadays, even people have become wiser and smart. They know. But now when you come up with very good content,
Yes.
creative, engaging content,
Yes.
believe me, people will heart it.
Yes.
People will comment. People will share.
Yes.
And you see, when they do all that, of course, you get exposure.
Sure.
So Facebook pushes it out to more people.
So when you have this exposure now, anytime you create content, you have so many people. Of course, they'll be receiving you on content anytime you upload. So you would your reach, of course, will be higher.
And I think that's why you
continue
need to
to expand.
differentiate. That sometimes you go to a certain celeb, you get eliciting so much, comments, reactions, a lot of engagement. And I think it's good to point out that how they started is that some content that was engaging, and people follow the person. So anytime this person look at content, of course you show them the content. And I think because the Facebook values that as, consider that as a valuable information. Wow. Still, time is not on our side. Really.
Oh goodness, and we're just getting started.
I think we just touched the base. I think there's quite a lot of things we can, talk about. And I don't know, Steve, let's just wait up there. And but I wouldn't let you go before you speak to someone who is selling some merchandise online. And would love to have engagement, because I think it's usually a disappointment when you have a Facebook page and there's no engagement. I want you just within 1 minute just to tell someone who may be selling merchandise or is having a program and is, trying to create an audience for them. What message could you help them to be able to create engagement and maybe more reach, more impressions? What's your advice as a kind of a person?
I haven't spoken
all this.
Two things.
Yes.
Two things.
Yes.
Be very good at content. Creating very original
content
and engaging content. And to be honest, let's just be honest, not so many people can do that.
I know it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
That's what I've come to discover. It's not a sky, it's not a quick fix. Social media is not a quick fix to,
It's not a quick, it's true.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
And that's when you start to realize why even big organizations, they normally task young people to manage their social media, because these people are, these people know what is trending. These people are very creative. They're very engaged. They know how to spur, like a crowd there. So if you don't have that, by the way, the only other option you have is just pay to play. The reason why that organic reach has gone down to less than 5% is because Facebook wants to make money.
Definitely. And that's how they make money. So they want you to pay for it. But last time we said, there's no way you can come up with a product that you're not willing to advertise. Marketing is key. You have to find ways of marketing. You have to advertise your merchandise. You have to advertise your product. And luckily, Facebook gives you, their advertising rates are very, flexible.
They're very cheap.
They're cheap.
Less than you can do an advertising campaign for $1 a day. That's $100.
Actually, it's minimum $108 a day. So I think that's something you. I think any person who is actively selling or has products would consider maybe doing, that is selling the merchandise. Good. Steve, any other point?
I think for me, it still boils down to what we talk about.
Content.
Strategy.
Strategy.
Content is informed by the people you're reaching out to and your target. So when you're crafting that content, have them in mind. Know what they like, anticipate their needs, get to know where they hang out online. You might be wasting a lot of time on Facebook, but the people you're targeting, they're not on Facebook. They're on another platform. It could be on the wrong platform. You have the right content, but
you're on the wrong platform.
So you're marketing to the wrong crowd.
Sure. That's true.
So once you're able to dial in on who you're targeting, what are their needs, what are their pain points, where do they hang out online, how do they like being engaged, with what sort of content, at what time.
What time of day? Amazing. Good.
All these things come to play.
Yes.
Wow. And, if you're able to do that homework before you even go out and start posting, believe me, you'll see results.
Wow.
You'll see results. And now let's talk about advertising. Advertising is the biggest. Once you're able to hack advertising, how you can be able to effectively reach out to your target audience through paid campaigns and be able to do it sustainably no one can reach you.
Wow. And I think you just reminded me of things. If we also need to continue with this conversation and actually help our viewer how to create ads. Especially
you see now,
I think,
in fact, if you ask me, that's the biggest challenge that most people are having.
Exactly.
People come to me and tell me, but I advertise, I boost, but I don't get anything.
I don't get the
results.
results.
Back to the drawing board. I always tell them, take us back to the drawing board.
Okay.
People don't go to Facebook to be sold to. By the way, they go to Facebook to catch up with their friends and to spy on what other people are doing.
I'd get updated. I'd get some updates.
The intention is not to buy your product or your service or your program. No.
Wow.
You know? and if that is the case, there's a way of going about it.
Yes.
So you're trying to sell to people who don't even know you. So who does that? A hawker.
Nobody.
Someone who is not serious, actually. Someone who is not serious. Steve, I have to let you go like now.
Yeah.
I think we can continue. I think this is a very interesting conversation, and I think so many people would love to hear more about what how to hack Facebook and be able to reach more people. But I promise you that we won't stop here. We'll try and go and maybe help you create more captivating content that maybe creates more engagement. And also, you can actually, last time we spoke about the platform you need to use. Not every platform is good for you. So you still need to find the platform that where you can, excel in. I think that's very key. In the meantime, I want Steve to give us a parting shot so that because we need to stop there. And again, Steve, we need to also be able to help people. How do you create Facebook ads? Don't rely on the default settings by Facebook where it tells you, I have boost, you click boost, and then you continue, and then by default.
This number will be
Yes. So I think you need to understand Facebook ads and maybe even go deeper so that you understand how it works and even set your own customized ad. I think that's very, very key. Steve, your parting shot, then we done with this.
Parting shots. I always say this: always endeavor to educate, inspire, and entertain your audience.
Wow.
Online. That's it.
Wow.
Once you're able to do that, they'll know you, they like you, they trust you. Once you hit those three things, they pull out their wallet and they'll buy whatever you're selling.
Good. Thanks so much for tuning in. I've seen so many reactions. I can see Frida is very active. And Frida say, I have 100 followers, only 5 people will see my post. Yes, because Facebook has reduced that 5% organic reach. They want you to pay for it. Thanks so much for tuning in. There's so much quite of reaction saying relationship, content, popularity, engagement from the post. That's amazing. So I want to end. We need to end the show here. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate all of you. If you have questions, kindly consider putting them in the comment. We'll maybe create another session trying to help you be effective online, especially on Facebook where you're selling your merchandise or where you are popularizing your doctrine or whatever you're popularizing. If you are a course, a ministry, business, whatever it is that you're doing online, I'd love to help you and succeed. So reach out to us anytime. We'll be able to get back to you. Thanks so much, Steve, and I appreciate you. And if you have a question, Steve can call you back and respond to any tech question. So we're catching up next month on websites. And next week we have another show. We're going to talk about research and marketing, and I'll give you more information about it. Why? Because we want you to excel. In the meantime, from us, bye. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let your friend continue sharing this content with your friends. If you're on Facebook, kindly consider subscribing. Thank you so much.